What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie review. Today I'm continuing on my DC movie rewatch with 2017's Wonder Woman. Pew! You know, like, the gauntlets, Gal Gadot, the tiara, the outfit. She kills it, man. Patty Jenkins did a decent to good job on this, you know. The first time I watched this, I don't know if this is maybe the second or third time maybe, but the first couple times I watched this, I did really like this movie. I don't know why. Just this most recent time watching, it just hit a little different for me. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I knew what was going to happen and it wasn't like a surprise or anything like that. But just so happens this time around, normally if you guys have watched my other movie reviews, I am a sucker for a love story. And if there's a good love story, it's going to be a good scored movie for me. And I'm not saying that it's going to get a bad score, but, you know, it could have got a better score if the Chris Pine, Gal Gadot love story hit better this watch. You know, I just so happened to be watching this time and thinking to myself, I'm not really buying this Gal Gadot Chris Pine love story. Like the one real scene that I was like, it was the scene where he teaches her to dance and he's kind of swaying back and forth and it starts to snow and like the look of wonder on her face, because she's kind of like got this child wonder in this world because she's never been to the world, right? Like, she was from Themyscira, so she only knows warrior shit and warrior outfit this and no men, you know, so she was the first man he ever encountered with, you know, so there's that side of things too. She's not necessarily gonna fall in love and be this woman like an American woman. She's this warrior goddess Amazonian from a different place, you know, so maybe I'm being a little too harsh on it, thinking about it too much, but like, I don't know, I just didn't buy Chris Pine and her this time around, you know, and the first couple times I actually really liked them together. And I actually like their relationship in the 1984 Wonder Woman movie. Not the year, it's called Wonder Woman 1984, I believe. And it's from like 2020 or something like that. And that movie's pretty bad, but the relationship between Chris Pine and her, I actually really like, but then it's confusing as fuck because it's like not him, but his face looks like someone else, but to her it looks like Chris Pine, and it's his soul, but it's not him. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It really doesn't. It's a confusing movie, but Pedro Pascal's in it, so it's funny to me, I guess, and watchable because I like Pedro, I like Gal Gadot, you know, and I like her as Wonder Woman. But I still think, you know, her best action-y scenes are probably in Zack Snyder's Justice League, or even, you know, her showing up in Batman v Superman I really liked too. She was one of the best parts in that movie. And Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman is pretty flawless casting, right? Like, she looks like a fucking Amazonian. She's just like long, tall, skinny. Oh, yeah. She's beautiful. Love me some Gal Gadot. Always have. Ever since Fast 5. You know, and she shows up, or she's actually in Fast 4 as well. But Fast 5 was where I really fell in love with her ass. Actually, no, it's Fast 4. She walks up to Vin in the garage, and he's looking at a vehicle, and he's looking at the vehicle that's Felix's. And the vehicle, he tracked down the vehicle by tread or engine smell or something like that. He's like a tracker of automotives, Vin Diesel's Dom Toretto. And he's looking at the car, and she's like, "What's your ideal woman like?" And he's describing Letty. And like, she's sitting there all hot as fuck, and you know, and she thinks he's hitting on her, and she says to him, "What's your ideal woman?" He's like, "Not afraid to get some grease under the fingernails, body uncontrollable, something." And you know, he describes Letty, and she's like, "That doesn't sound anything like me." And he gets like real close to her face, and he's like, "'Cause it's not." And you're like, ooh, that's probably the only time ever Gal Gadot's been shut down. Like, fucking gorgeous. But some of my other favorite parts of this movie were, like, you know, Robin Wright as Entropy, and Connie Nielsen as Hippolyta, you know, her mother and her aunt, and like the whole Amazonian part of this movie, the whole start of this movie, I really love. But you know, like by the time that Lupin from Harry Potter, the werewolf dude from Harry Potter, turns out to be Ludendorff Ares. Oh no, he's Sir Patrick. Ludendorff is Danny Hudson. But Sir Patrick, played by David Thewlis. I'm sorry. Lupin from Harry Potter. He is Ares. I don't know. I must have just dissociated the first 2 times watching this movie, because the ending I completely forgot. I had no recollection of the ending of this movie, and maybe that's why I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, about a 6 out of 10. I like it. There's parts I like, there's parts I don't like, and it's one of those movies that, like, yeah, it's about middle of the road. You know, it doesn't necessarily deserve a 5, but, you know, because it kind of creeps towards better than worse. And it's not directly smack dab in the middle. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, about a 6 out of 10. I gave Suicide Squad 6 out of 10 as well. I'd probably give the Suicide like a 6.2, and this like a 6.0. Because I do like the Suicide Squad, mostly for El Diablo. So if you haven't watched that review, go back and check that one out. And we'll be continuing on my DC movie rewatch this weekend. I have a funeral on Saturday, so getting ahead here on a couple videos. But, you know, it's also been a crazy heat wave all week, so I hope people have been staying cool and not getting crazy sunburnt. I'm a car photographer for my normal day job, so jumping in and out of parked cars in 95-degree heat is practically suicide. I did it the last 2 days, and I was feeling terribly lightheaded all day and massive migraine, so I took today off. I was like, I'm not doing the 95-degree heat again. It might rain tomorrow, which might screw me over, but hey, I'll maybe go in and deal with the rain over 95-degree heat. And at least it will be like 80. It will be a little bit nicer to be out in. But yeah, we'll be continuing on my DC movie rewatch. I'm also going to be doing some Steven Spielberg summer hits like Jaws. I really want to watch Jaws again soon, so maybe we'll be doing a review for Jaws soon, so check out that. And also, The Bike Riders comes out in theaters this weekend, so I kind of want to see that at some point too. So stay tuned for those reviews, and stay tuned for Sunday/Monday's Comically Boston. House of the Dragon episode 2 comes out. I'm super excited about that. And stay tuned, y'all, because we'll be talking more DC Universe. And also, I just saw a trailer for The Penguin, Colin Farrell's The Penguin TV show coming to Max in September. So more shows, more movies to be had and to be watched, and more videos to be made. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to talk to me on my other social medias, links in the description below. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this movie and the DC Universe as a whole, and where do you think James Gunn is going to take it? Is there people that you'd like to see return? Is there just a new slate you just want all new? Or do you want some people returning? Like, I wouldn't mind if Gal Gadot comes back as Wonder Woman and gets a chance to do an actually great movie. Or maybe we just go in a completely different route and we restart and reboot it entirely, right? Because we're rebooting Superman. You know, but there's things like Blue Beetle. I wouldn't mind seeing him return, because he kind of wasn't connected to that other DC universe, so he's just kind of in a DC universe. But I also want to see, like, Matt Reeves' The Batman in Elseworld. You know, he doesn't need to be connected. Just let him do his own thing. You know, so things like that. You know, comment below your thoughts, your opinions. I would love to hear them. Like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Hit that share link button. It helps the channel a whole lot. And hit that bell if you don't want to miss future videos. My name is Big Cam. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you beautiful people in the next one.